Expectation Violations Theory, or EVT, by Judy Burgon, focuses on interactions between individuals and how their communication can be affected by the expectations each has entering that interaction. These expectations are based on social context and culture and involve nonverbal and verbal acts of communication. When a person interacts with another, they bring certain expectations that can be violated in a good or bad way. This means the person they interact with either does less than what was expected or they do more. The violation can be negative, like invading the person's personal space, or it can be positive, like the person exceeding expectations in a positive way. These expectations and our reaction to them differ from society to society and culture to culture. It is also good to note that this theory doesn't refer just to personal space. It can refer to any time that your expectancy is violated. For example, if you have a best friend that always sits next to you in class, one day she sits all the way on the other side of the room. She violated your expectancy because she did something that was completely out of the ordinary and not expected. Now we want to elaborate on the theory a little more and share with you the other ideas that it encompasses. Edward Hall coined the term proxemics, which refers to the study of people's use of space as an elaboration of culture. He believed that Americans have 4 proxemic zones, the first being intimate distance. This zone ranges from 0 to 18 inches and is made for people that are very close, like individuals in an intimate relationship. The second zone is personal distance. This zone ranges from 18 inches to 4 feet. This zone tends to include people that are close friends, like your best friends here at school. The third zone is social distance. This zone ranges from 4 to 10 feet and is where you would talk to people you are just meeting, like a friend of a friend. The last zone is public distance and ranges from 10 feet to infinity. This is a zone that you would want to have with strangers on the street. Burgon's original model included the threat threshold. This is the outer boundary of your intimate space. Violating that space uninvited may cause a fight or flight response. It causes physical and psychological discomfort, but Burgon no longer supports this theory and has replaced it with oriented response or alertness for arousal. This focuses touches on the violator. She views arousal as a side effect of a partner's deviation. There are 3 core concepts of EVT: expectancy, violation balance, and communicator reward balance. Expectancy is what is predicted to occur rather than what is desired. This aspect is based on context, relationship, and communicator characteristics. The second concept, violation balance, is the positive or negative value we place on the unexpected behavior, regardless of who does it. Negative valence, do less than expected. Positive valence, do more than expected. The last concept is communicator reward balance. This is the sum of the positive and negative attributes that the person brings to the encounter, plus the potential he or she has to reward or punish in the future. Confusing violations force victims to search the social context for clues to their meaning, and that's when this concept comes into play. Burgon reassessed her model once more and now favors a dyadic model of interactional adaptation. Interactional adaptation encompasses 3 factors. 1. Requirements. These are the outcomes we all need to fulfill our basic needs to survive, be safe, belong, and have a sense of self-worth. 2 is expectations. This is what we think really will happen. And 3rd is desire, which is what we personally would like to see happen. Carrie and I did an experiment involving personal space in the proximal zones. We wanted to see how people would react when we, as random strangers, would invade their personal space. We were doing something that was unexpected. Normally, a random person would not come and sit down next to you. Therefore, we were violating their space and their expectancy.
Hey guys.
You can sit in the truck.
Okay.
I mean, it worked. Nearly it worked.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
I know. I was like, okay, maybe we need to.
I'm running to the bus real quick. I'm heading to the food.
It's just really, I was worried to spray my hand. It was like I was underwater.
Based on our experiment, we found that no matter how close you get to someone, they are going to react in an uncomfortable manner. They react this way because you are violating their expectancy. In some of the videos, Carrie approached her actual friends instead of strangers. They were also not expecting her to invade their personal space, going from the personal distance to the intimate distance, and that made them react in a confused and uncomfortable way. No matter who the person, if someone passes into one of the proxemic zones where you don't want them to be, they're going to be uncomfortable and most likely move away, because you are violating their expectancy.